Hello and welcome to another episode of the Real Estate Investing Club, the place investors go to gain actionable advice, learn about current market trends, and hear war stories from other professional investors out there in the field today. Before we get started, I have two quick housekeeping items to cover. First, if you like the episode, we would very much appreciate a like, subscribe, and share. It is the best way to support the show and keep it running. Second, if you are a new investor looking to get started in real estate or an experienced investor looking to take your investing to the next level, we created an ebook for you that will cover how to find deals that are actually deals, how to finance those deals with little to no money down, and how to exit those deals for maximum value. On top of that, I throw in an insane amount of free bonuses that you'll have access to once you buy the ebook. All we charge is our admin costs to keep the show running. So, if you're serious about real estate investing and want to create both active and passive income as an investor, head on over to the website at therealestateinvestingclub.com and click on the button that says Get the ebook to grab yourself a copy today. So with that said, let's dive right in. Today we have a very special guest with us, ready to drop some investor knowledge on you. So buckle up, grab your pen and paper, and enjoy the ride. All right. Welcome to another episode of Deal Review Tuesday. This is where we review deals from guests who have been on the show. Today we have Aaron Chapman, who is on a recent episode. If you want to check out his full episode, go in the history and look at it. He has a lot of gems there. But today we're talking about one deal that Aaron has done. Aaron, take us to your deal. What we're going to ask is how you found the deal, how you financed the deal, how you added value, how you exited, and finally the lesson you learned. So Take us to the ground level. How did you find this deal? Give us an overview of what happened here.
Well, I had a need in the state of Missouri to go get brick and mortar out there. We had one person licensed in the state that lived in the state, and they had quit, and we lost the branch, right? So the state requires you have brick and mortar in the state to do business there. It's a long story on how it all came about that I got this place, but I end up out there looking, and I stumbled into this opportunity to pick up these two old cabins from the 1800s on 7 acres, Ozark Mountain property, and it happened to be zoned commercial. I need commercial zoning. So I end up making a deal with the owners, which it was a family trust, to carry the note for a year while I rehabbed them and made them
financing. I love it.
Seller financing. So they were willing to do it, and their agent said they had hundreds of offers like that, but nobody would ever take it. Well, there's a story about that. The book I told you earlier, that, point your head and heart, your ass will follow. I wrote the story about this. So it'll tell you why, the mental energy I put in that made this happen. So I end up going in there and rehabbing the place to the extent that I need to. And guys, just know rehabbing period cabins is way expensive. You better be committed, right? So now I have these two kick-ass cabins. One is my office there in Missouri. I was able to do the takeout loan with my firm, Security National Mortgage. So they financed it, right? So they now have the loan on it. I'm paying them on the mortgage, but yet I leased the office back to them so it could be their brick and mortar in the state, and they pay me more in rent than I pay them in mortgage.
I love it. I love it. So what value did you add to this property? You found it. How did you find the deal? You were basically, it came to you through your network, correct?
My sister lived out there. So ultimately I needed to find somebody that lived in the state to get licensed. And I called her up and convinced her to get licensed. And the story it's a deeper story. It's an awesome story, actually. And so she found it. She took me around looking for places that we could rent. And we ended up making a deal with the city of Branson to rent one of their offices at a adult, whatever facility it was. It was a recreation facility for retired folks, right? Well, then when I was calm and I could think, because I was now not under pressure, she said, Jim wanted you to see this. And it was an old chapel from the 1800s built out of logs next to another cabin they had there that was an actual living quarters at one point. They turned into a painting studio for the pastor. Well, the pastor had passed years before, and they had gone into ruin, overgrown with vines. You could barely see them from the street. So me and my wife walked them and said, hell yeah, we're going to go for this. And now they have been completely redone, completely updated, and I've got probably $150,000 involved in just the rehabbing of the two cabins because it was a lot of handwork and extremely high-end stuff that's done there.
Wow! So the value add, it sounds like you did some really heavy rehab. The exit, did you guys sold, or did you keep it as a rental?
I'm keeping it as a rental for the office. So what's cool is it's a rental that I rent to my firm, but I'm the only one that uses it. So I'm getting paid to own it and use it because it's the space they need in the state. So I go back and forth. I'm going there next week. I live in what is the chapel while I'm there, and then the little studio is the office, and I just I get paid to own it, and I get this really cool cabins in the Ozarks of southern Missouri, and I've got 7 acres with a 3/4 mile walking trail on. I got deer stands. I can hunt deer on the place. It's awesome.
That sounds awesome. Final question is, what was the lesson you pulled out of this deal?
Write it down. Seriously, if you need something, if you want what you want in life, have an extreme vision beyond what you consider and write all the details. You'll be amazed at writing the details and sharing the details with people you care about, because things happen there. Some things were accomplished. I'm actually getting goosebumps just even talking about it. I'm going to let you guys read the book that came about because I wrote this down. Now I have an amazing property, an amazing situation, all because I wrote something down thinking something completely different, but got enough detail into it that everything worked, that it just created something for me that's amazing.
Perfect. I love it. Well, Aaron, thank you again for coming on and sharing your deal in Deal Review Tuesday. Again, if you guys want to reach out to Aaron, go to aaronbchapman.com, AARONBCHAPMAN.com. I'll also put that URL in the show notes. Aaron has some awesome books that he's written, which is Quit Jerking Off Initiative. You can get that on Amazon, and you can also look at check out his URL in the description section of this episode. So Aaron, again, thanks for hopping on. Thank you guys for being here on a Deal Review Tuesday, and we'll see you on the next episode.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of the Real Estate Investing Club. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode and were able to pull some actionable advice that you can go home with and apply to your own investing business. Before you go, I have a gift for you. If you're a new investor looking to get started or an established investor looking to take your business to the next level, I've created an ebook just for you available on the website. This ebook will cover how I was able to create both active and passive income in real estate with very little money to start with. In it, I will address the 3 most often cited obstacles new and veteran investors run into by showing you how to find a deal that's actually a deal, how to finance that deal with little to no money down, and how to exit a deal for maximum value. And if you get the ebook today, I'm going to bury you in bonuses, 7 of them to be exact. First, you'll get the off-market lead generation blueprint, which will take you through the exact systems and processes we use to generate off-market leads like clockwork, which is the most important skill when it comes to creating real wealth in real estate. Then you'll get the A to Z REI systems and vendors guide, which will allow you to peek under the hood of our business and see the exact tools and systems and even the vendors we use to grow our business. After that, you will get the top 100 best performing keywords pack, which will give you the exact keywords we use to target leads online and generate leads without having to lift a finger. Next, you'll get the contracts bundle for wholesaling and renting real estate, which will give you access to all of the contracts we use in the field to execute all types of transactions. After that, you'll get the Investor's Quick Analysis Calculator and Offer Tool, which will allow you to quickly calculate whether a deal is an actual deal and will allow you to create an offer automatically from those calculations. Next up, we'll give you the Investor's Daily Success Tracker, which is a tracker you can use to ensure you are taking the right actions day in and day out to reach your financial goals in real estate. And finally, you will get the Wholesaler's Template for Quick Assignment Cash, which will give you the templates we use to present our wholesale deals professionally and efficiently to our buyers. I know that is a ton of things to say. I'm glad you were able to stick with it. So you'll get both the ebook and all of those 7 free bonuses when you download the ebook today. All we charge is the admin cost to run the show. So if you are interested in the ebook and the bonus bundle, head on over to the website at therealestateinvestingclub.com. Click on Get the Ebook Bundle at the top of the page and take advantage of that deal. With that housekeeping item covered, I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day, an even better week. Keep rocking real estate, and I look forward to seeing you on the next episode. All right, before I officially sign off, I have a quick announcement to make. If you're interested in becoming a passive investor in one of my deals, my own company, Kaizen Properties, is looking for capital partners for our upcoming projects. We invest in what are known as recession-resistant assets, mainly self-storage facilities, mobile home and RV parks, and industrial properties. If you're interested in investing and would like to learn a little bit more about my company, our investing criteria, and some of the previous projects we've done, go to the Real Estate Investing Club podcast at therealestateinvestingclub.com and scroll all the way down to the bottom of the page. Click on the Invest With Us button. That'll pop up the investor form. Fill that out, and we will reach back out to you as soon as we can. Or if you prefer a little bit more of a personal touch, you can reach out to me at gabe@therealestateinvestingclub.com. So really, that is it. Again, it was a pleasure hanging out with you guys during this episode, and I look forward to seeing you on the next episode.